Um. Okay. I just gotta make sure everything sounds relatively okay. And now that it's this time of year, my heater's on. I feel like there's just a blanket of white noise in the background constantly. And we'll see if we can get rid of that real quick. But I'm not going to try too hard. But let's just see here. So this would be the main mix. Let me see here. I'm just in Q mix. If I pull out the highs, I mean that does work, but it completely okay. What about the gate? I feel like the gate doesn't work the way I think it should. Okay, well, we'll just pretend like that's good, and somebody let me know if my voice a little quiet. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Okay, so that should be probably pretty good. Probably, maybe, hopefully, we'll see. If it's bad, then I don't know. I'll fix it later. But this is a fix it stream because I wasn't super jazzed on the last one, and I'm the type of person who my voice is much louder than the music. Good. It should be. At this moment in time, it absolutely should be. And because this is very low music, honestly, we should make it even lower. Honestly. Because yeah, I realized in my last stream that because I didn't think there. Okay, close that. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. I realized I was like, I don't think that some of these things are working the way that I think they are, and I had a bunch of these little jumper wires that I think I threw them all away. I think the ones that were bad I threw all away, but they had these like plastic nubs on the end, and like maybe like 20% of the way I was feeling might have been from that messiness. And then I spent all weekend just playing around with stuff, and I rejiggered my whole Eurorack system here. And I put the pizza back in there so I could have the lethal Italian pizza combo with the pizza crust and basil from Bastel. And then I really started integrating the Hapax here, which is just going to be over here because it's really hard to capture on the camera, and I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. But that's a problem for a little bit later. And right now, the main problem with the Hapax is, learning how to use it. That's a terrible noise. And the best part right now is learning how to use it. So what I found out was well, let's just play around. So right now I've got the soft pop kind of just getting a sequence from the Hapax, and I've got the automation lane on the Hapax setup to turn the castle effects kind of like on and off. And holy moly, it's it's really fun because you can just kind of like change up your CV pattern really fast. And it just completely, and that's a whole lot of fun here. And then you can also like very quickly just kind of like turn it off and just kind of go back to bobbing and weaving. I've also been finding, you know, this is might just be kind of like reflection for a little bit on using a MIDI sequencer, because it's something that, like, if I'm being honest, I've always really wanted to do. I've really always wanted to have like a very powerful MIDI sequencer like the Hapax or the Circlon. I had a pyramid for like a very brief moment, and long story short, I ended up just like mostly controlling the digitact with it. So I was like, oh, I think maybe I should just change this out for something. But now I'm sitting here and I'm using my Volca sample again, using all this modular stuff again, coming up with fun and inventive ways to use MIDI, which is really, I think as you get older, MIDI gets more and more appealing. Because I used to be like, MIDI's for losers. And now I'm like, oh my God, MIDI is the coolest thing in the world, and I never want to do anything other than MIDI stuff. So let's also just like be fucking dorks here. This is my chill Sunday stream, and I'm gonna be a dork, and I'm gonna try to make just kind of a nice, beautiful sound with the pizza here. And I think that should be pretty easily achievable. Let's just make a fun little patch here. I've been using the 1983 in the pizza all day, which oh my gosh, okay, I should almost just do this because it's the coolest thing in the world. This MIDI interface just like tunes your oscillator for you, and I feel like I've never really like done it. Like, I've never used it to its full potential, but hot damn, it's fun as hell. Okay, so let me see if I unpatch this here, and then I think I just click tune, right? And it'll just go. Nope. Is it going? Sounds like it's not going. But it sounds like it's working. Sounds like it's working to me. What did I do wrong? Oh, I see. I think what did I do wrong? I might have done something wrong. But it appears to be working just fine, regardless. And then, yeah. Okay, now we're cooking. And then I do believe I just have this as a VCA. And now we can just go blink, blonk, blink, blonk, blink. Why can't I hear it? we go. Yep, it's because I think... Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I had an arpeggiator on there. Okay, why aren't we going up in pitch? Is what I want to know. See, it's going up and right here, but... There we go. Alright. I think we have to adjust this here. Every time I get a new sequencer, gotta figure out how it works. That sounds like it should be the highest note. Alright. Okay. Alright. Need some exploration. Some basic. Need a better envelope. There we go. So here's here's a little bit about how I set this patch up here. So the 1983 is just taking the MIDI data, and it's turning it into CV and pitch. And then this one should be aftertouch, and this one should be velocity. For some modulation down the line here. So we can just do that shit later. And then I have just the trigger because I don't have a traditional envelope in this rack, so I got to just go into the Neo Trinity, and then what the Neo Trinity can do is it can interpret any signal coming into it with a meta mode thing, it's called. So I'm just using one channel of Neo Trinity to like interpret an incoming gate and turn it into an envelope. And so that's why Neo Trinity fucking rocks. So the envelope is kind of just turning on the VCA on the Akari and opening the filter a little bit if we so choose, and then that's just going into the Aikido. And bada bing, bada boom. That's our sound. And we're taking the main oscillator out, but part of me kind of wants to just take the octave oscillator out, because then I can just get a nice square wave. And I kind of like square waves. And that morph is kind of nice. So maybe I'm just going to do that. And I'm thinking like, okay, so we've got basil in here, so we should really use that. So let's get it in there. Let's, I think all I really need to do here that I'm really worried about is I need to sync the outcoming clock of this, because I think I'm going to want it like tempo synced. And then I think, you know, just for this one, we'll just go right in to basil there. Oh, we're on stereo. Fucking basil. What are you trying to do? What's going on with the sync here? It does not like that sync. Huh. Well, we could just have no sync. I like that. Yeah, something like that. Okay, now we'll turn an arpeggiator on. And, oh, hey there, Mr. Spike. How are you doing? I don't know if the tabletop is the perfect place for you right now. Okay, see you later, Mr. Spike. Okay, it's kind of a nice sound. But how can I use it? It's kind of a nice sound. Let's take the arpeggiator off. Let's go and let's get some new patterns here. We're just synthing around. Let's see. Terrible, awful sounds. What do you think, Mr. Spike? What is going on here? Oh, I see. How did that happen, Mr. Spike? How the heck did that happen? Mr. Spike. He's sitting right here. He's being kind of. Just kind of goofing. What do you think, Mr. Spike? I know you guys can't see this cat, but like, he's just sitting here staring at me. I almost kind of want to like. You have to see his judgmental eyes. He ain't even hear what's going on. I kind of want to like modulate the hell out of that. Spooky, weird sounds, right? Okay. What if we drop this down an octave? Is there a way to do that? Like, if I select this and this. Oh, I can shift the whole sequence. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, that's cool as hell. Every time I'm like, hey, is there a way to do this thing on this sequencer? I'm like, maybe there is, and then there ends up being a way. It's fucking dope as hell, and I'm very happy. Okay, so now we can turn on the castle effects again. Turn off our interpolation here. And then I think we need some we need some drums. And maybe we'll shift. Kind of shift these effects around. We don't even have the soft pop going in there right now. Let's get some drums going here, right? Nope. Let's just get a good, nice good kick in here, right? Okay. All right, this is like instantly fun, right? I think this one's my, this one I have to marry to everything else because this one is my, I have it set to gate out, which, this one right here. So I need this one to hit the crust, because I'm gonna use crust, just get over there. To kind of side chain everything else. Fucking, I love this thing, dude. Watch this. Spike, don't you, I see you over there. Cut that out. Alright, cut that out. Alright, so we're grooving here. We need we do need let's see. Okay. Alright, now we're grooving a little bit better. Okay, now I gotta That's a crazy drum sound right there. Maybe we should dial in this drum sound a little bit. So let's mute this for a sec. Maybe let's dial this drum sound down. We need to shut up the castle effects for a sec. Right, okay, cool. This sounds pretty bad right at the moment. And then that is the most important part there. Is that... What is my control thing set to? Let's have it set to shape. Okay. So now that that's the sidechain guy, alright, so that can kind of just sit in there and beef stuff up. Or we could take it out completely and it could just be our sidechain. You hear that? Let me get back to going crazy on this. Come back over here to our normal drum track. Unmute this. Ooh. What do you think about that, Mr. Spike? You guys have to see this cat. He's just sitting there, staring. Here, you guys, you see? This is the Spike cam now. Okay, Spike, what's gonna make you happy? Like you look like you're not even entertained by these block rockin' beats. Okay, now we're getting somewhere better. Just gonna make a little something shifty here so Mr. Spike likes it. I think one of these other sounds is... Ooh, that's an okay sound. Alright, Mr. Spike, now you want to be part of the fun? He's very delicate. Look at him go. Ah, you're still fucking shit up, Spike. Oh, there he goes. Just sit here. Okay. What is up, Grey Wolf? We're most certainly castling it up and castling around. I think we need to kind of spice this up. I mean, that's spicy. But what I was thinking was more along the lines of like, kind of changing this pattern up here. So let's see here. Now, if I want to copy this pattern and I want to paste it right here, then we can go into it, right? Cool, dope, fun. And now I think we could change it up a little bit. So what if let's see how rolls work. Okay, all right, I like that a lot. The math is like your probability, I guess. Like, not I guess. It's your like your probability. And then something I've been noticing is that like if you put probability on like a mono synth, like, and you put like two notes stacked on top of each other, if you put probability on the higher note, you essentially are like interchanging between those notes when you trigger it. So this might not be working the way I want it to here, because this should be every two here. Wait, actually, let's move this up here. Yeah, so every yeah, okay. That's another thing I really like about this is you can just set the probability you want to like happen and it'll just do it. Okay, so I want that to happen like more than that. Like maybe like that. Actually, yeah. And then okay, let's see here, maybe. It makes dialing in monosynth patterns really fun with okay, we're just dialing this up. Okay, right? I think we could still spice this up a little bit more. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Dude, what was those balloons? Have I used the algo generative stuff yet? Yeah, actually, just a little bit, but not on... Actually, maybe that's what we do here. Okay. Thank you. Just keep giving me ideas, because I haven't used it on any melodic tracks yet. It sounds good. The stream's a little quiet, but I'm crystal clear otherwise. I can turn my mic up just a bit. And let me see here. No, that's the top of my Motu. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's investigate just briefly. Let's do multiple things at the same time, because you know what I'm good at is having ADD. Okay, so Q mix. Boop boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep. Where did I put it? Q mix. Oh, okay. What if I just turned up my whole mix output? All right. So I mean, oh geez. So that should have turned my mix out way up. So I hope I hope it's louder for everybody now. Okay, so let's see here. Because I've never tried this. So in step mode, if I do algo and so I think so mono density, pitch, quantize. So now I just click it and it just makes it. And because I have a project scale on this, which is like, you know, whenever the C suspended Dorian, because I was just like, that sounds cool. So like if there was ever like a metal band name, Suspended Dorian is pretty fucking metal. So I was like, yeah, I know music theory. So yeah, I do believe that this, if you just algorithmically generate stuff, and then there's a couple different, yeah. So curve, I mean, it's kind of interesting. Destination, pitch, velocity. Okay, so you can also send it to different places too. Symmetry. Yeah, okay, so these are very fun. Oh, and then you can make the notes even longer too, so then if you wanted to go and like put in the, okay, I see what you're saying, then you could come in and you could turn the effects on. Oh yeah, hell yeah. And then you come over here with the castle effects. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Where's me drums? What did I do? Where's me drums? Yeah. Yeah, that's really fun because then you just need to all you need to do is just like dial it in and like enjoy. I wasn't even using the square wave this whole time. All right, so then this is where shit gets really fun, is that because the Hapax, I'm just gonna call it Hapax. I can't. I have to live my truth. Because it's clocking this system over here, but the Neo Trinity is still kind of disconnected from it. It's interpreting the gate triggers, but I can still put a sequence on top of that to sequence the decay envelope. So like, and then that'll just instantly create variation there. And then we could even just bounce back over to oh fun. Oh fun. Now, something that something that I do think is that I just grabbed the Volca beats because I was like, oh shit, this thing will work. Let's just pause that for a second. But I'm realizing that the Volca Beats, this is a Volca Beats 1, as you can see. I bought this Volca Beats when I still smoked inside because it's fucking yellow and gross. And, you know, wow. Don't smoke inside around your gear is the moral of this story. And maybe just don't smoke inside. And don't smoke, honestly, but like, you know, I know life's hard and everybody's at a different place. But the goddamn Volca sample does not respond to like velocity very well. Yeah, this thing is like, I don't know. And somebody told me there's a better OS for it, which like fixes all the problems. But I need to try that because this thing is so busted. This little bass isolator guy doesn't work. I mean, look at the thing. It's just like, it's been hammered on. But if you need quick drums, baby, it's always there for you. I kind of wanted an Electron palette cleanser, to be totally honest. After I realized, I was like, wow, I haven't done anything but like Syntact for like a year. I need to do other stuff. And so this was just absolutely the right choice and a magical one at that. Baby. I think we've got a good little Hapax and Electron is a thing. Did I see the DigiSynth? Yes, I did. And I need to get into that. I really want to learn the Hapax. Like a little bit, what's the word? Holistically, in a way that like how I know the Electron stuff. Because that was another thing too, is something I noticed. The first time I plugged my Syntact into the Hapax, I was getting all these weird things happening with the Syntact. And like the Syntact was sending all these weird messages and I couldn't figure out what was happening. And I was like, am I going crazy? And then I plugged the Digitact in and I was like, oh wait, no, it works just fine. So yeah, I gotta like fully digest the possibilities of this thing. Like even just having the clip, this like Ableton style, like, that was something I learned I could do, is just like generate a quick rhythm like that. But bam, having this like pattern launcher, like just on the fly like that, and the automation, like it's incredibly well thought out. And I'm so excited that like everything I throw at this, I'm just like, you know, the Octatrack, also a phenomenal, unbeatably excellent and deep box. The thing with the Octatrack that like, it never turned long term for me is like that's one that like the option paralysis hits me. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, oh well, I could do like, you know, and I spend a lot of time, oh man, like building like scenes for days and just like yeah, I found myself diving too deep on the Octatrack. It's great, but I needed to like I needed to not be an Octatrack person or I was gonna go insane. Just for me. I think I'm a sequencers and this type of person. EasyBot's new. Yo, that was one thing though that I got really upset about after I got rid of my Octatrack, is that like I was like, hey, wait a minute, this guy sells his perfect template that makes everything just like wonderful. And I was like, ooh, that's really frustrating because I could have just used that instead of fucking spending hours building my own. I mean, not that it's not fun to build your own, but like it is very nice to have that as a resource. Oh man, I love how the math, how they call it the math, is implemented on this though. What is this sound that I'm hearing? Oh, it's just like a very faint. Oh man. Ooh. This is another thing I always forget about myself too, is that like I enjoy having like a tangible system like this. Like I think I kind of like walked over everything, but like essentially what I've got here is where's my I think it's 4. Yeah, I keep forgetting to marry this. Wait, how does this work? If I copy this and then I paste that, does it paste the math? Is there like a contextual copy? No, I see. Okay. Sorry, I just got distracted there. How long did it take me to understand pizza? I would say that, like, to a degree, like, I don't know, it's not terribly difficult, but, like, don't beat yourself up over, like, trying to, like, perfectly understand, like, doing all the, like, ratio oscillator stuff, because that is kind of confusing. Dinger, and, one of my friends who works at it, he sets all his like crazy ratios. So you can do it if you want to, but like I often don't. And there's like 2 full voice modes, and I would say like play around with those, because those are like, they just make everything like super duper usable. But I would say probably like a day to learn the functions, and then like a week to feel like I knew where it was going. Or like to be like, if I go like this, I'm gonna get what I want. And then, I mean, also the thing about pizza that I continually love is that you always have the octave oscillator for this like really nice smooth wave shaping thing, you know? Which I think sounds really, really great on the pizza. If you don't want like crazy main oscillator, like, which can, you know, absolutely wild if you wanted to. But yeah, to get back to what I was saying, like I sat down today and I like reflashed the pizza, and I put Akari in the rack and like moved some stuff around and like refamiliarized myself with a few of these things, and like I created this, you know, funny little system here, which is you know, essentially just like a very crummy little drum machine and what I would call like a single voice synth with like fun effects, you know, and like crust is in there if you want to get some percussive elements. But then other than that, it's really just like, it's like a chain of interesting MIDI things and like experimentations with Hapax and CV. Like I'm sending CV to control, you know, this part, so I can just totally turn off Castle effects and, you know, get this like basally nice goodness. I can probably turn this up really loud. and you hear that it's being sidechained right there, that sidechain is actually coming from this crust that is muted. And that's really fun and cool. And this is just kind of like an interesting little series of interacting things. None of this stuff is like, you know, hard set, and like kind of everything will react differently to how I do stuff. So if I wanted to come in here and that's what I love about Hapax, is this is all essentially like happening on 3 tracks too. So if I wanted to like mute the sidechain, I could mute the kick. What are these balloons? What did anybody else see that? Am I going crazy? Also, wait, what's happening on YouTube? I'm so weirded out. Like I just saw, like, tell me I'm crazy. Like, okay, so everybody saw the balloons, the upside down balloons. What is going on with the upside down balloons? It must be because my camera is pointed like it's inverted. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. The upside down balloons will remain a mystery. And then let's get that sidechain on. Let's go to like a 4/4 style. Oh, we were already at one. Okay, let's go up to 140. We're going like weird. What is going on with these balloons? I don't know how to turn that off. It's probably some stupid weird Mac thing. Maybe it sees all the like weird flashing lights and it's just like, listen, balloons. Or maybe like it's something I don't understand at all. But you know, whatever. What are these notes that we're getting? These are some fun notes. I think there's some effects happening though. Okay, so I think also, how do I do the thing where I like slowed? Yeah. So track elasticity. Okay, so I can like slow that track down. The Discord link doesn't function. It doesn't work. It's not working. Okay, well I will rectify that. Hold up. In like 10 seconds, because you should be in the Discord. It's fun. Okay, I'm gonna set this track elasticity back up. Okay. Okay, let's fix that Discord link. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna fix it. I'm going to fix that link. Here, let's take a look. Okay. We're on my computer. Oh snap, there are messages that I have. Okay. Yeah, we're Basta boys over here, baby. Okay, I forget how to make this work. All right, so invite people. So I can edit the invite link. I feel like I did this last time. So max number of uses. There's no generate that link. Okay, so that's copied. Explain my hardware. Yeah, absolutely, my friend. Hold on. I'm gonna have to put this in the. How do I do that when it's happening? I'm not sure if I can do this when it's happening. It says sign into chat. Here, wait. What? Try that. Bam. Did that work? I don't know if that worked. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, now I broke the chat. I know you guys probably can't see that. Well, damn, bro. Okay, well, let's see here. Scene collection is what I need. Docs, chat. Oh my goodness. OBS. Having a bad time. All right, well, I guess we'll just have to go to YouTube. Hey, wait, it did work. Hey, look at that. I see my chat now in my own thing. So that Discord link should work. And if it's not, that's weird. Right. Look here. I'll put a new one in here. Bam. Bam. Service fast with a smile. Okay, that should do it. It says invalid? What the fuck? I just did that. Am I sure I want to leave it back to YouTube? No, wait. What did I do? Go to... Maybe my Discord's in trouble. No, see, that one worked. The one that I posted in the chat. Okay. Well, maybe y'all are fucking with me. Okie dokie. Let's see here. If it is still invalid, it's let me see here. Because I feel like I can just do it's called softer space. And I feel like the servers, and see, they used to just have numbers, and now Discord's like fancy, and I don't know about it. Yeah. But come on in. It's a cool place as long as you're nice. I just realized, okay, so let's take a okay, like a brief, we'll take a brief moment here, and we'll leave the music kind of low, and I'll tell you my story, the story of my people, the glitched out people. No, so last stream, I was like talking about the OPXY, and I was like, oh my goodness, this one guy had a road rage video, and he had an amazing t-shirt on that said the Bro Synth Network, and it was this guy named Synth Samurai, and I noticed that he came in the Discord, and he sent me a message just saying like, hey, this is cool, and he reposted the stream and everything. So I don't know, Synth Samurai, I don't know what he's up to, but he was just very nice to me. So I mean, I guess Synth Samurai road raging about the OPXY, but a generally nice guy, apparently, or at least to me. So That was kind of funny, a funny arc from the last stream till now. Synth Samurai, friend of the channel, official friend of the channel. We'll see. I have to respond to him. I'm really bad at responding. So let's take a look. I think I briefly went over what's going on here, but essentially I've got the Hapax here, which is brand new, brand spanking new. Squarp reached out to me and they said, hey, you want a Hapax to play around with? And I said, all my life I've been preparing to say yes, I want to play around with your cool ass MIDI sequencer. And so heck yeah. So this is kind of being the brain. And if you're unfamiliar, the Hapax is, what is that? Oh, it's the buffer way out on the left side of the thing. We'll just turn that off. So the Hapax is like a crazy capable MIDI. I'm just gonna call it like a sequencer. They call it a polychronic performance sequencer, which I thought was just like a cool way to be like, they chronic, bro. But polychronic is actually a real word. I was very disappointed. My girlfriend, who's like super duper great at crosswords and all sorts of word games and all sorts of shit, she was like, I came up to her and I was like, hey, I know a cool word. It's polychronic. And she was like, oh yeah, that must mean the ability to do multiple things well at the same time, or like to work on multiple things at the same time. So that's what this is. It's a brain. It does a lot from MIDI, CV, automation, patterns, all sorts of stuff. And basically it's kind of it's entirely controlling the Volca sample. It's almost entirely controlling the soft pop here, which is not in the mix in this current little jam that we got going, just because I kind of forgot to program a pattern for it. And it's sending a bunch of data into my Eurorack system. So my Eurorack system is getting some clock and some velocity and some aftertouch I'm using to control the pizza, and it's sending clock to the Neo Trinity and in a way to the, actually no, I think we desynced the basal, so the basal's just basaling. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the setup. And it's just kind of like an interesting little system that I think works pretty fun. And yeah, we're just kind of making a fun little jam here, a little low stakes, not thinking too much about outcomes, just kind of like experimenting. So, I do kind of want to let's tame this castle line here, and then actually let's get this soft pop in the mix. I think it's this one right here. So we've got kind of like a lead. Synth Samurai is a good dude, bit ridiculous, but his heart is in the hard place. His heart is in the hard place. I see that he corrected it. He's like the right place. Yeah, no, he seems like a dude who's just like really like hot about his interests. I hope that's the case. I haven't investigated too much, but he just seems like a guy who's like real hot about synths, and I can appreciate that. I would like to see, this is my soft pop jam, right? Yeah, I think it is. I think I can just actually like Yeah, see, I could just program a soft pop line. See, soft pop, and see, that's kind of the nice thing about, I feel personally, about pizza and soft pop. I feel like they go together very, very well. Now, you know what I would really like is a little bit more of that. Now, I would love for that to be synced, though. Now, what is going on here? You know what I think I can do is... I think we can make a clock from Neo Trinity. So if we go into Neo Trinity, let's say, so we're gonna go, let's set this up before we patch it in. Let's mute this for a sec. Okay, so I want this basil to be, I want this to be kind of like synced up. Yeah. Okay, so how are we going to do this is we're going to go to channel D, and we're going to change D to an LFO that is a square wave. And now it should, if we clear everything out, it should just give us a square wave division of the, oh wait, I have to change what the meta mode is, right? Off. So now, now it's just a straight square wave LFO. All right, perfect. That we can go into the sync. Oh, you hear that? And then we can actually send that to audio rate, right? So let's just put this, let's park that bad boy right there. So now we have full modulation control right here, right? That we could just be like... The sync isn't perfect. I don't really want it to be, because I got it kind of fucked up with the taps and everything. Maybe I'll kind of like have a little like... Wee? You hear that? So it's kind of like an imperfect clock here, you know? So it's kind of giving us a little bit of that wackiness. Yeah. Okay, now we can bring this back in. Mix that in nice and light. Okay, all right. And now all I want to do is turn this effects back on. It just sounds so good. Dude, sorry, I just noticed somebody said the clap gives a lot of energy, and that, very true, very astute observation. I see you. No, I'm just kidding. that's like entirely true. Something that I always laugh about is Volca sample. Say what you will. Korg really went in here and they were like, let's just put all the best fucking sounds from like all the Electrives, put them in here. There are some like, dude, this sound especially like. Like you could build a whole album around I almost kind of feel like that should be the next step of whatever we're doing here is just integrating that sound. It's so good. I don't know why I love that sound so much, but I love it so much. The Volca sample absolutely filled with banger sounds, and it kind of almost has no right to have such good sounds on there. Wait, hold on. I'm just having a moment. Okay. So like, what if you put it into Akari and then through Basil and then also through the effects, and you were like, yeah, oh yeah. Go to shifter, go to this thing. Okay, wait. We need to make a quick little jam with just the Volca sample going into this fucky little chain that we got going on. Okay, okay, wait. Let's. Oh, sorry. I know, guys. I know you're all really loud. Yeah, let's just do it like that. Oh God, like instant Richard Devine levels of coolness here. Okay, wait. Now where was that sound? That is my sound. That's it. Okay. So, how should this go? It's too wild. It's too crazy. Ugh. Oh, disgusting. Ugh. Ugh. Just disgusting. Fucking. Oh, this is just like so stupid. Have I tried pushing the BPM like insane, like 2K? No, but I think we should try that almost immediately after you suggested it. Let's do it. Hold on. This is, I think, the perfect pattern to try this. So let's go BPM. So we're 140 right now. We're at 280, right? But we can extend the elasticity past 100%. So now we're at 560 BPM. How do you make it go faster than that? I love that the kick is still like. This is 300 BPM going back down to 100%. Ridiculous. I could just sit here and probably do this all day. Yeah, like I said, the Volca sample, why does it sound this good? Why did they do this? Why did they make these sounds so delicious in such a garbage little machine? I fucking love the Akari too. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then wait, I think because this is, where's my gate channel? Yeah, buddy. Wait, hold up. So we could get that little. Now we definitely need to tune this in. Oh yeah, okay. Alright. I want it to be like deep and just like disgusting. Is that? Snap for me though. Kind of like that. More like that. There we go. I'm trying kind of, there's like a very nice sweet spot. I know it. I know I can. There. Okay, this is. There we go. Perfect. The perfect gig. All right, now do the thing. Do the thing. Then you gotta go. Richard Devine's studio flooded? That is believable because I think that he lived in like one of the North Carolina or like I think he lived on the East Coast. I mean, gosh, the last time I knew where he was ages ago, but I do believe he lived on the East Coast. So, if he got hit by the hurricanes, that would really, really suck. The BPM phasing, yeah. Oh my gosh. See, that is one of the reasons I'm screaming. That's one of the reasons I really want to get like a Roland Rompler, like a 3080 or a 5080. We'll see how everything pans out because I really want to do like a multi-channel crazy thing and then start doing some of the like BPM phasing stuff. I'm really interested in doing some like multi-timbral, like sort of just like more melodic stuff. I'm like plugging a keyboard in and just kind of like playing. If I had to pick one Electron to own, which would I choose? If money was absolutely no object and like I had all the money in the world, it would be a that's hard. Like right now in this exact moment, it's between the rhythm or the for me, it's probably between the rhythm or the Digitact. Or sorry, yeah, the Digitact 2. Because I like sampling stuff. I think the Electron stuff is really good with sampling. I really like once you accept that like all of the rhythm sound engines are just like one page things and like you can like go as deep as they will allow you to. Once you like accept that and you're like, okay, this is cool, and you get around to the layering and like all the performance stuff, like all the performance shit in the rhythm is insanely powerful, and it really bums me out that they kind of locked it on that device. But yeah, it'd probably be between those two. I really like the Syntact, but the digital engines are just not there right now for me, in terms of like, I don't know, like sounds that I really, really want to like keep going back to in a melodic sense. The analog sounds totally rocking. And that's why I think the rhythm is kind of like the best of everything, because it really has literally everything except for the time stretching, which there are workarounds, and the time stretching and like slicing and shit in the Digitact is like, it's not insane. The slicing is nice, but everything else is kind of like, whatever. Just like make files that like work. You know, like it's almost better to just make the files in a DAW and put them on there. If you really want them to be like super duper good. So yeah, that's my Electron take. Rhythm's really cool. Digitact 2 looks super duper dope. But if you can, like, I don't have one yet. If you see like a Digitact 1, grab that shit up. I've seen them be going for $400, which is an insane deal. Like that device is insane for $400. Yeah, I do think, I don't know. If you're looking for a box, I think a secondhand Digitact is the box to go. Rhythm is 1 LFO per track. I thought they had 2 now. I could be mistaken. But I thought it had 2 LFOs per track. And the external outs on the Rhythm are something, the external outs and the CV inputs and outputs are things that also cannot be kind of like overlooked. So does it only have 1 LFO per track? That might be true. I honestly can't remember. The Rhythm, all the Electron stuff can sequence external synths, but as I try more and more stuff to sequence with an Electron sequencer, the more I realize that they really put the best sequencing shit in the Octatrack. And so like if you want to sequence external stuff, for my money, I haven't tried any of the new, like the Digitac 2 or the Digitone 2s, like external MIDI sequencers, but Syntact, Digitact, and the Rhythm, they were like meh for like MIDI sequencing. The Octatrack is very nice. It's got really good like the MIDI arpeggiator. It's got a bunch of cool stuff, but honestly, I'm thinking if you want a sequencer for external gear, maybe this guy. No, definitely this guy right here. But yeah, I don't know. Don't let all this like expensive gear fool you. I kind of a poor guy. I'm gear rich, but money poor, which is not a great way to be, let me tell you. Anyways, things we're gonna also explore in the near future. Things for the near future. Sequencing all the 4 stuff with the Hapax we're gonna do very soon. And sequencing more Eurorack stuff. I just need a case. I need a bigger case. It's kind of a bummer how small my case is. Hold on, somebody's coming in here. I was gonna sell my OG Digitact, but it does certain things better in grid mode. Yeah, 100%. The Digitac 2 has honestly like a bunch of kind of weird quirks right now. If you look in the forum, people are upset about a lot of silly little bugs. I don't know. I think it's gonna have bugs for a bit, but I don't know. I did a good live stream where I went over kind of the history of the Digitac. Maybe I should make that into like a real video at some point in time. But I don't know. All these things kind of grow. They grow and evolve and they get better. And sometimes I don't know. Sometimes they reach kind of like a finalized good state. And sometimes the company kind of drops off. Electron historically has been pretty good. So I mean, all that we can do is just hope that they're going to be pretty good. They've dragged their feet on, historically, they have dragged their feet on firmware updates and like software updates for stuff and getting features that they promised in their boxes at launch. So, you know. But I mean, you're looking at like, you know, look at Bastel, who jam-packed a bunch of like all of the pizza stuff. There's all the same like module. I kind of almost think that they should make like a multi-panel because that was the most annoying part of changing the firmware. It was changing the panel. But it was still really easy. Yo, also, I don't know where I got this, but it has a Moog logo on it, and I don't think they sell them. This is the best thing that Moog ever made. Hold on. Oh, it's green, so it probably looks invisible. Here, wait, look at this. I don't know. But it's like a screw doer. It's a wrench. But it's like big on one side for like the big things, and it's small on the other side for like the small dudes, the little jacks. And it has a Moog logo on it. I don't know where I got it. Best thing Moog ever made. Ian says they didn't like the Digitech 2. New OLED sucks. The OG sounded better. See, I don't know. There's something to be said about everybody asked for stereo, and like I kind of think drums in general, like especially one shots and everything, sound better in mono. I think old crunchy samples typically sound better in mono because they're usually recorded in mono. If you were pulling samples off of old records, believe it or not, but most of the time the drums are like on one channel or another. They're on the left or the right. That's how you get such good isolations on old records. Anyways, pristine audio quality is cool, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's better to be a little crunchy, a little chunky, a little dusty, a little dirty. That's why I like the Bastel stuff. But yeah, anyways, that's a quick little break. I have one more thing I want to investigate. Well, I have like a bajillion more things I want to investigate, but I want to investigate one thing right away, which is, excuse me. Boop. Okay, so if why can I hear this, but I can't see it? All right, so I put in a little soft pop pattern here, right? And it's not triggering. Why is that? The MIDI gate's not coming through. I think it's because I have it on this channel. Okay, all right. Okay, so I do believe that I was reading in the manual that the trig effects, it can be triggered by the top row of notes. Okay, that sounds right. Yep, that's the doubler. Okay, wait, hold on. Frick. No, where did I put my iPad? Okay, well, I don't have the manual. Oh, well, I'm sitting in front of a computer, so it's okay. I don't need to look this up. I think we just confirmed that it worked. So that's okay. Here, let's just. That's that one. Okay, right? All right. So. So that makes sense. So then this one should be... Nope. Nope. I just want to know which one's that, like, crazy... Okay, that's a good one. No, I want to know which one's the crazy noise one. I wonder if I can't hit the note because it's on a note that's not the scale I want. Well... Okay. At the end of the day, the thing that I did learn is you can trigger these. But that's not it. Okay. But I think maybe it's just better to go. Okay. We need to slow this down. Okay. And I kind of want to see, I just want to see what this sounds like. Okay, let's slow this way down. All right. And then let's actually, you know what, for a moment here, just shut up for a sec. Okay. All right. Quiet at last. I want to know if I can make something like actual with this sound. All right. I'm on a mission. It's just such a fun sound. Okay, now let's get this in here. Let me cook for a sec here, guys. Why does that keep resetting? Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Alright, alright. Now, which one was my... This one was my crust. Now I want that gross, like... Yeah. Hit him with the gross. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody should replace their studio with an OPXY. I'm not sold. I see a lot of people really up in the air about that though. My stance remains the same. It looks very cool. I just, if I'm ever in a position to spend $2,300, it's not going to be on that. And that's my take. Octatrack or a push 3? Gosh, that's a totally use case scenario. I would say like in general, I don't know, because I haven't used a push 3. I like the push paradigm, but I've only ever owned a push 1, so. What is a Travis Scott type beat? Maybe I should make one. Actually, wait. I think we're at the right BPM, right? Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. What is a Travis Scott type beat? We'll have this like really low level castle effectsing. Actually, yeah, okay. Okay, okay. Definitely needs some of those like ratchety, like, yeah, like that. Hit me up, Travis Scott, if you want this beat. You're gonna have to come to me and Korg to license this fucking sound. This is some fucking underwater wackiness here. I definitely need to update my drum sounds, but being able to control the effects, the castle effects with the MIDI shit it's so cool. Okay, now you just need... Alright. I need to get this cable over to... And then we need to get this. We need to get this soft pops here going really fast. Fast, I said. Oh, faster. Okay. Maybe too fast. It's like I need this to be like somewhere in between. Oh wait, what am I doing? Don't I have track elasticity here? Wait, hold up. Literally is the solution to this problem. So the soft pops is on 3, right? So can I just BPM track elasticity? I don't think that was the right track. Maybe I just need to kind of like... sell you on the Hapax. I am not a salesman, but if you enjoy sequencing, if your brain is like, if you're not like a drummer or like a guitarist, if you're like more like a producer minded person, and I hate saying that, no, I'm not going to say producer minded person, but if you're like a more sequency minded person, like if the electron workflow like makes sense to you, and like having things laid out in kind of like an Ableton-esque manner, and having access to like muting things, and like I would say like the Hapax is essentially, and like granted I've only had this thing for like 10 days at this point, maybe even less, it feels like Ableton for the rest of the world. Like it feels like MIDI Ableton essentially, where like every solution or every problem, not problem, but like thing that I have, obstacle or idea that I have, I'm just like, oh wait, I could just, like I said, like I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I want I want this channel. I want this. This is 3, right? This is what I just said. Yeah. I want this to be slower. And I can just go in here and set the track elasticity. You can't see the second screen. But now it's just slower. And I can speed it up to like 75%. And now that should and that's going to phase in and out too. And then we need a little bit of modulation here. But yeah, none of these devices are gonna like do anything for you that you can't probably do for yourself, I guess. Is kind of maybe like a weird way of saying that, but like everything that like I'm doing, everything I'm doing in the Hapax, I could probably, well, no, actually that's not true. But like to a degree, I could control these things like that are on the table right now with like MIDI and Ableton, but it wouldn't be any fun. I'd be sitting there and like doing things on the computer. How does the Hapax compare to the Oxy One? That's an interesting question. On a purely like connection standpoint, I believe the Oxy One has no full-size MIDI outputs, which is kind of like a bummer to me. It looks cool. I think that one was only 4 channels. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know. I haven't had this long enough to compare it to something like that. I don't want to be doing the comparison dance. I'm not knowledgeable enough. I'm still at the like learning and having fun. And my goodness, it is so much fun. And it's also like, you know, the idea is I think a lot often. But I guess what I'm going to say here is I'm trying to still figure out in my head what I want to say. If you're going to buy a new piece of gear, I would say at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you should feel good about it, and it should like make you should have fun, right? Like all this stuff, this is supposed to be fun, you know? Like music making and like playing around with gear and stuff. Like, I don't know. You can make tracks if you want. We could hit record on this right now. Maybe I'll try to do that more in the winter once I'm better at streaming. But at the moment, this is just supposed to be fun. But I would say, if you're looking at like getting something new and inspiring, try something new, you know? Like I've never really tried to like sequence everything from one little bit. And this has been enlightening. This has been overjoying. This experience has been like really, really eye-opening to me too, because something that I've often done is have like 4 boxes on stage with me, and I've fucked around with like 4 boxes constantly. And that I discovered was like completely not a good way for me to work. Like having a Digitact, like something like a Volca or like a soft pop and a modular thing, and you know, like here, what was my old setup? It was a Digitact, it was a modular, often a Volca, and then I had like pocket operators. I had like maybe 1 or 2 pocket operators, and then yeah, sometimes a soft pop. It was like a rotating cast of like battery powered stuff. And I was constantly like, oh my gosh, like going from one thing to the next, to the next. But having this all be in one beautiful thing where I can like, you know, I can mute stuff that's going on the CV side of things. I can mute whole patterns. I can keep everything together. I can turn on automation. I can turn on the castle thing, you know, just like that. Just it's on, it's going. I can change it, pew, bap, pew, bap. So I can interface with all of my stuff, all of my little gizmos at a very high level and a very expressive way, and it's all nicely packaged, pieced together in this very, very well thought out box. And that's what the Hapax is. It's entirely focused on making the experience of sequencing fun and enjoyable. It doesn't worry about sound engines. It doesn't worry about, this, that, or the other thing. It's like, how quickly can you get to having fun with your gear? And on what sort of high level? This really is kind of like a Travis Scotty type of beat here. Those ratchets really do it. Get a few more in there. You need them to be higher than that, and then you need them to be like every once in a while. No, way higher than that. How high can you go? Oh yeah. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so then you need the thing where it's like one is kind of like normal before it. Yeah, it's got to be like. Okay, maybe just down one. Anyways, I'm a big fan of trying new things and trying new workflows and seeing which ones work for you. Over my time playing with all of this junk and jazz, I've had many different workflows, and I've discovered lots of things about myself and the way I like to work and the way I like to have fun and the way I like to interface with things. So I would just say, while you are experimenting, have it be a journey. Have like if you gotta buy stuff and try stuff, like whatever. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just buy it from stores like Perfect Circuit or Sweetwater or that have really nice, awesome return policies. Local stores if you can. And be mindful of like how you interface with things and find something that is cool and works for you. That's what I would say. I don't have the perfect answer. And also I would say one thing that I get bent out of shape about every time there's something new. Don't let the possibilities of something like blind you to the realities of reality, I guess I would say. I don't know how to finish that thought. But like, the OPXY is a good example of this. It can do so much. It's a sequencing powerhouse. It can sample. It can do blah, 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 blah. It's portable. Oh my God. It's got a fucking speaker. Oh my God. But like, you don't have one, and you might not ever have one, and like beating yourself up about like it might be the perfect thing for you. Well, like, okay, go get it then. But like, in the meantime, whatever, like have fun with what you got. Like I say, I see it every time. Another perfect example is every time Electron drops a new thing, like the Digitac 2 comes out, and like I'm looking at it and I'm like, this looks really cool, but like functionally, it only does so much more than a Digitac 1. And like, if you were using a Digitac 1, you weren't hitting your voice limit, you weren't using all 4 tracks, you weren't using sound locks and everything. Like, just because that there's a more powerful device out there, like, who cares if the device you have has got enough horsepower? Like, if your truck tows your boat or whatever, just because there's a more powerful truck that could tow it faster doesn't mean you should go get it. It's the one you have, so yeah. I think John Makes Synths said this. That's who I'm pulling this from. That's who I'm remembering that quote from, is he was like, don't let the possibilities or like, of something cloud your judgment. But yeah. Yeah, the OBXY looks super duper fun. I would love to play with one. But you know what? I don't really live in a place where, well, I guess there's Control down in New York City, but that'd be like a 3-hour train ride. Maybe if they get them and they're open one day, I can go down to Control and I'll play with an OBXY. I'll film myself. The guys will hate it. They'll be like, "Oh God, it's this dude. It's this fucking jabroni." Anyways, we're way off track here. Let's hold on. Let me hear this. What's the assignment in Control to go play with? I don't know. If I had to choose one syntax or a digitone, what would I have? Well, considering I've never owned a digitone, I've only ever played with them, it'd probably be the syntax at the moment, because I like the syntax. I just wish that the 8 digital tracks had more on tap than they currently do. Okay. Oh, I just fucked up the... Well, whatever. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's make some. Okay, that's good kick drum. All right, I'm going to keep that clap. Let's change this. What is this? Okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, let's move on from this sound. Oh, to this sound. Ooh, that'll probably be coming. Sound pretty fucking clutch. Wait, guys. Have you ever wondered what an air horn sounded like on fucking drugs? That's the Wes air horn. Hell yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry. We need a real sound. Not that that's not a real sound. Okay. I think all of these aren't programmed. So that's a let's make this No, wait, we already have that one. Yeah. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's our crust kick. So yeah, let's do a crust kick. Let's do low tempo. Not low tempo. Let's do like a down tempo sort of vibe. Like yeah. Let's get this kick. Make this kick work again. because I broke it. Come on, kick. I know you're in there. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. There's our cool little kick. Called cool kick. Kind of loud for a kick. But that's gonna give us our sidage, a chainage. Okay, I like that. This should maybe be like a little bit lower. Okay. Sometimes you just got to set up a weird little bit of logic here. I love that you can set the chance on top of setting. Okay, that's nice. And then you gotta put that little oh, whoops. Sometimes I forget to switch off the math. You gotta put a little hat in there. Well, because we've got this beat just going through the basal. And we still have this lane over here we can turn up at any moment. At any moment we want. That's my kick, right? You can put the kick through. Ooh, that kind of adds a little bit of like, you hear that like kind of crunch in there? Oh, I kind of like that, okay. You put that one little. Put another one in there. Kind of offbeat. Okay, now I think these all have reverb on them too. Okay, this is a cool little lo-fi jam. A little down-tempo, glitched out lo-fi jam. Let's find a good effects for this. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I think this is the replayer. Yeah. So I think if... Yeah, that's sick. So I think if my knob position is there, it'll kind of like momentarily like essentially just stutter. Yes, that is fucking sick. Okay, that's sick. All right. Now we need just like one. You take the kick out. Filter out the highs. And then you put a clap in, right? Then you kind of bring it in. Ooh, see this effect is like the mod knob is the key. Ow! Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, my kitty just... There's nothing terrible going on here, is there? Everything okay? Come here, Mr. Oh, Mr. Spikeman. Look at this guy. Everybody's in the picture. Hello, Mr. Mako. Hello, Mr. Spike. Everybody, look, this is a big happy family picture. You guys want to do some funky modulation? Well, I kind of am into this jam we got going on here. It's like super basic, but it's kind of nice. Oh, Mr. Spike, what are you up to? Stuff like the, I don't think that, oh, Mr. Spike, what are you doing? I don't think any of this, I don't think, the Hapax got overlooked. It was 100% on my radar. I just think that, like, I think that, like, when you know you need it, or like when you get to a point where you're like, oh, this is for me, you'll start to pay more attention. Like, honestly though, I don't know, I feel like maybe sequencers in general, maybe that's kind of just like its own little niche, because like I'm a sequencer nerd. Like, I mean, I was on the waiting list for a Circlon for like 2 years, and then I had to spend the money I had set aside for it. I've always really wanted to play with a Circlon, but I think this has pretty much got me covered there on that end. There was a time when I was into Eurorack stuff that I got every single fucking new Eurorack sequencer. Like every single one that came out. I had the Renees, the Atlantises, all of the small stuff. I built like weird Dopefer sequencers, not like I like out of Dopefer like utility modules. Sequencers, always big fan. What are you guys doing? I don't know if it's, well, whatever. They're attacking the green screen. So I don't know. I even had one of those like junky little like calculator MIDI event note things. This shit is like, I don't know. Sequencers are cool. But I always, that is fair, because I always was kind of like, well, it's got to be like strapped to like a synthesizer in order for me to like buy it. You know what I mean? The Metron, oh my god, dude. Metron is crazy. Like, what are you doing? Watching Alex from WMD just go ham on the Metron is so much fun. But yeah, I think sequencers is like is his own kind of like little niche. I don't know. I definitely think the appeal of like separating the sounds from the sequence is very, yeah. I guess I'm still kind of trying to figure out all of my like exact thoughts on this before. What are you doing? You guys. If I try to show you, he'll immediately stop. He's like chewing on the mic stand. Why are you doing that? You're a little agent of chaos. I think though, to get back to my thought before I ADD'd out of there, I think disconnecting certain aspects of this, like the sequencer from the like the sound source, I think can be a really good exercise. And what are you doing? Look at this cat. You guys watch the cat. I'll talk. You guys watch the cat. All right. So, like, see, what the fuck is he doing? But yeah, like disconnecting aspects of like the sequence from your groove boxes and stuff. I don't know. I think it's a good exercise. I think it's really fun, and it does kind of force you to interact with them differently. I'm still finding all the benefits of that. I don't know. And it might not be the answer for some people. Some people, like, sometimes really, like, honestly and truly, sorry, I gotta make sure okay. All of this can kind of, like, stress me out. Like, having, like, everything and being like, I gotta clean all this shit up. And, like, my desk is, can be, like, stressful. Because I'm just built to it. Spike, what are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Spike. Oh, my gosh. This cat. Now, see, you guys, what is it? Why are you being such dweebs? Let me unmute this snare track. We're jamming. I don't know. There's also something to be said about, like, if this keeps me away from the computer even longer. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Mr. Spike, Mr. Mako, why are you guys being... Okay, see you later. Sorry, they're being crazy. What would I say about a maximalist sequencer in Eurorack 1U? What is a maximalist 1U Eurorack sequencer even? What is that? What does that look like? What does that sound like? I don't know. I think like as far as maximal sequencers go, like the Symphonione is a pretty good example of a pretty maximal. I mean, is that even a sequencer really? I think it's got a lot going on. Spike, why are you just determined to cause chaos? Sequencers are non-committal though, which might lead to paralysis. It's an interesting way to think about it. In like some ways, I suppose they would be. If you're thinking about it, it's like all this stuff just gets down to like how you're thinking about it. Like I said before, I'm really looking forward to getting like a fucking sound canvas ass type device that has like 2,000 sounds in it. And then like doing the program change on here. Because at that point, see, okay, like, so you've got a degree of flexibility with sequencers and all of this stuff where, you know, like true, like Digitact, this is like a complete box. It's you know, you can write a whole song on this. You can do it. You can take it wherever you want, you know, full featured as opposed to say steppy. I don't know. I just don't know what a 1U, what it would look like. I would be into it. I'd be into, I don't know. 1U is kind of interesting. I like utilities in 1U, but I found that like more and more at the dense stuff, like I saw 1U ornament and crimes and I was like, I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, here, I'll show, I'll show you guys, the silliness that I'm looking. But honestly, like, I really don't think it is silly. Hey, animals. Chill out. Because I'm seeing these go for about 500 here. So let's go. Okay, so. My YouTube page. It's probably terrible. Okay, so. XV 5080. Says Glooms has been like. In the Discord has been like. Get one of these motherfucking things. And to be honest, hell yeah. Okay, so this is actually, that's the software, there's a VST version of it. And the like roll-in cloud. Big mistake. Vintage Synth Explorer. So this was like the best synth in the world in 2000. I just thought, I want to see the front and the back. Because the back's worth showing. $438, hot diggity daffodil. This one must have just come up, $545. Okay. So that's not bad, right? So what this is essentially is just like a big old digital synthesizer, right? And it's got a bunch of like sampled stereo waveforms in there and like small sounds and everything and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I want to just jam this thing into a rack, right? There's a couple of things you can edit, you know, but for the most part, really you're doing most of your editing with like MIDI CCs and stuff. Like patch editing and things of that nature, because this is also a general MIDI 2 specifically machine. And then here's the meat and potatoes. You've got 4 stereo outputs or 8 individual outputs on top of SPDIF optical and coaxial out. On top of there's a SCSI bay. So you can like load sample CDs. So the classic like Spectrasonics libraries, which if you're not familiar with, like, it's kind of funny because like all the sounds that I feel like I'm hearing in like dance music today, they're like these classic like Return to Thunderdome fucking like Spectrasonics. They're these old sample CDs, which are readily available and free on like archive.com. So you could burn a CD, you could get yourself a SCSI drive. This is a whole other side quest that's fucking dumb. If I'm really being honest with myself, it's like, why would I go buy a SCSI CD drive to load up a fucking sample CD from 1996 to play it on a fucking sequencer? Because it's fun. Because it's dumb. And so like, then, so I guess this is all to say about the option paralysis thing, you know. Oh, also you have this bay on the top that you can jam like SRX Roland cards in, which would be like a whole other fun. You can like pop these cards in the top of the thing, which is pretty sick. Anyways. So the moral of the story is that like if you were to grab like a box like this, it's $500. You can most certainly find even older and cheaper ones. This is the 5080, so it's like the best one they ever made. And it's like $500. You can find them easily for $500. You can probably find them for even cheaper, to be totally honest. Let's see if they have the XV5080. Let's see what they were selling for. Yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. 1 year. Yeah. So they're going for as low as 400, but I would say your average range here is probably, actually on Reverb, they've been selling for a little bit more. No, let's take a look at these final prices. Yeah. 400, 500, 750. The higher price ones probably had some of those cards I was just saying in there. So like sometimes if they've got the cards in, people will sell them for more expensive, but yeah, about $500, 400, $500. So for that amount of money, you can get thousands of sounds that you just dial up instantly. They sound pristine. They're beautiful. That synth has a 3-bus digital effect engine. I think it's dual processor. It's like the shit from the fucking viruses. Crazy amounts of power. It's got like 3 18 stage envelopes per shit. It's like it is this madness that is almost hard to comprehend. They literally don't make hardware synthesizers that do this much stuff anymore. Because why would you? Because it's all in software, and you can absolutely just use the software. But if you're a dweeb like me and you like hardware stuff and you want to go down a side quest, and you know, this is actually like a mildly affordable and fun side quest to go down. And if you have like a crazy powerful sequencer that you could like, you know, do all your stuff, like you could write patterns for days and then just plug into the fucking XV80 and be like, behold, like, yeah, this is what the inside looks like. So then you can hunt down these expansion things. Anyways, this is me. This is personally what I think is like kind of fun and cool. And to be honest, if I'm being like 150 billion% honest, I don't want to get like too political, but the state of the world, the writing is on the wall. People are saying that there's going to be like big tariffs coming in the next few years. And the last time that there were big tariffs, they hit the synthesizer industry incredibly hard. And I would say that like in the last like year or two is really when we've seen, I would say like past 2 years, we've really seen stuff bounce back. And that's not because the tariffs went away. It's because we just kind of like the market finally adjusted. People found alternatives. Look at the M8 was dropped right before COVID, was like $450, and now it's like $650 because he had to like source new parts. Prices went up, tariffs, da 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 da. But that was like over a 4-year thing, and like Tim and the M8, he wanted to keep that as accessible as it pained him to raise the price, you know. So I guess what I'm saying is that I anticipate synthesizer stuff becoming quite expensive. And I anticipate in the next few years, and I think my guess is that older gear is also going to appreciate in value, because more people are going to be looking for secondhand stuff. And so I'm sitting here and like, maybe I'm overthinking this, but I'm like, well, I don't want to be buying a ton of gear, and like maybe for like the next like couple years I want to get into like a weird little like side quest side project. And you know what? This little romplers and sequencers is what is calling to me, and that's kind of what I want to fucking explore. And you know, the XV5080 is like a very nice one, but they also make, you know, like the XV3080, which, yeah, you're reading this right, by the way. 128 voice, I think it's 32 part multi-timbral. You know, this is just as good. These go for $340. You know, these go for even cheaper. The screen's not as cool though. You know, and there's even more. Dude, an Emu tube fat, turbo fat. Oh, wait, this is not I thought it was the actual thing. These are good too. Rack mount synthesizers, baby. I think they're about to make a comeback. I want rack mount synthesizers to make a comeback. Yeah, sorry, let me read the chat. Yes, old school romplers all day. Chord mode all day. Yeah, electronics are gonna go up in price. Are there any manufacturers left in the US? Sequential assembles in the US. They Buchla and Sequential all get their stuff made at the same place. And I think now Soma, there's a couple of companies that like Soma has like a branch in the US, and like I think that they like do something in the US. Make Noise does definitely. But like even everybody who like makes stuff, like builds in the US, they have to get components from like, because the United States, like, remember when like the politicians were like, we're gonna make the chips and we're gonna be the chip makers and we're gonna make the best chips. That's because America, like, currently we don't make a whole lot of components. And so like that's all done in like Singapore and like Southeast Asia and stuff like that. And China. Especially. So if you're going to say like, oh, well, you know, we're going to raise the price of importing all of those components and stuff like that, then like, yeah, the products that they go into are also going to go up in price. Yeah, I don't know. European, you know, the European folks, they already have a pretty raw deal with the VAT stuff. I mean, like, I don't know how that all works. I just know that like when I see like European people calculating like how much their gear is going to cost, I'm always like, Jesus, that is really like way more expensive. Like Australian people have it really raw too. Like if you want to see what like import, like big import tariffs and taxes do to consumer goods, take a look at what shit costs in Australia. Because they're like, oh yeah, PS5, $900. And it's just like, oh, you know, and yeah, their currency is different, but like, dude, I do be looking at some of the Emu stuff. Emu made some of the best romplers in the game, baby. And yeah, I mean, think about how much synth you can get in a 1U rack unit. You know, for $300. Not bad. And look at how colorful they all are. You could get a B3 like an organ rompler, baby. Wait, is that what that is? Yeah, the best B3 sounds. Yeah, tone wheel organ, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, so this is the side quest I want to go down. I mean, I'm still gonna like make like electron stuff, and like I'm gonna play with other shit too, but like I think I might make some like Mort Garson style like soundscapes and like Hiroshi I can't remember his last name. Yamaoka? Oberheim Matrix 1000. Dude, I keep seeing them. I keep seeing Oberheim Matrix racks for like not bad. For like $600-700, which is I mean is still pretty expensive, but like, yeah, see, thousand, or wait, what was I was seeing these Matrix 6s. I think there's one on Perfect Circuit for like $800 or something. Yeah, $1,200 is still, not bad though. The thing with this is you really need the expander to like meaningfully program it, because this screen is not gonna. It's ugly. So, but if you get an expander, baby, I think expander is probably one of my dream synths. I really think the expander's a quite beautiful. There's a SysX editor? I didn't know that. I didn't know there's a SysX editor. Maybe that's why they're really getting expensive again. Oh my Jesus Christ. I didn't know these got this fucking. I saw $11,000. 5.6 I thought was like where these guys topped out, but holy moly. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's a thing of beauty. It really is. But $11,000. That is too much. 4,000. I don't know. I don't think any of these. I don't know. I can't justify. I'll never spend that much money. You're not gonna find me doing it. Be really cool though if I ever had a friend who had one and they were like, "Hey, play with this." That's how I've gotten to use like all my coolest gear, you guys. Like, go make friends. I don't have any right now, but someday I hope to have friends again. But yeah, no, like borrowing stuff, trading stuff, like, you know, being like, hey, you can use this for a little bit and I'll use this other thing. XV5050. Yeah, we could look at romplers all night. That is one thing I'm 100% going to do, though. As soon as I get one, I'm going to replace this little window with a plexiglass window so you can see inside. I'm going to put some little LED. You guys, this is a whole, I'm telling you, this is a whole side quest that is a stupid, dumb, like, it's silly. It's absolutely silly, but I'm embracing it, and I'm going to make silly music, and I'm going to be like, check out my silly synthesizer in the corner. People are going to come over. They're going to be like, this guy's ridiculous. And I'm going to have fun doing it. Anyways, until we get there, we'll have to do something else. Rompler ricing. Yeah, I just gotta find a way to you know what? That's why I'm doing, you know, I'll be honest with you guys. That's why I'm doing these streams, baby. Cause I think Google's gonna send me a hot $100 paycheck next month for my YouTubing. So maybe if I get like 2 or 3 months of like $100 paycheck, then I can like put the rest on a credit card. Because yeah, it's about to be Christmas season too, y'all. We gotta buy Christmas gifts. You gotta buy Christmas cookies. You gotta make sure Santa stays. $340. It'll happen. It'll happen one day. Patience. Yeah. There's a piece of gear you want, just patience, babes. Anyways, what time is it? It's 9:00. We've been blabbing and just doing all sorts of crap. Let me look at this. Let me look at this chat again. Any realistic Black Friday wish list? I was reading Rompler above it. Gosh, I just need some utilities right now, honestly. I realized I need longer patch cables. I don't have enough long patch cables. So I'm kind of just hoping that I like the cables from Control. I think they have really good. I don't know, whatever. I think they have the best ends, I guess I'll say. They're really low profile and they don't take up a lot of room, so you can fit a lot of them in dense patching situations. That was the nerdiest shit I've ever said. Oh, these patch cables are ideal because they have a really low profile head, so in dense patching situations you can That was so dorky. Yeah, no, I just need some cables, honestly. I think I'm gonna grab some MIDI shit. I need some blank panels too. Yeah, honestly, maybe I'll just spend $50 to get the free shipping from Control or something. Yeah, gosh, I don't know. I want a new TV really bad too. I have some money set aside that I really want a new TV, because the TV that I have, I've had for 10 years. So I think I'm due for a new one. But other than that, those are the only that's the only capitalism I'm gonna do. I always hate it when I'm in a dense patching situation. These cables are too high profile. Anyways, let's see where we left off, and then I think I gotta go to bed pretty soon here. I think this is a great place to leave off, honestly. I think hi Mr. Spike, how you doing? Where are you going? All right. Okay. Can't stop him. That's why I get dust covers for all my gear, because this guy he's incorrigible. I think this is a good little patch sesh, though. I think we had maybe 3 or 4 solid jams. Mr. Spike, do you want to be on camera one more time before the night's out? This guy. The Spike Cam. He's having fun. But yeah, maybe we'll do some more low-key jam sessions here in the future. Because that's what I'm about. Being low-key. I do have to figure out how to get the Hapax on camera and have all of these. See, because it's very difficult. All the lights look the same color. I'm gonna have to play with some color profiles. Or I wonder, I wonder if I just actually hold on. Let me try something real quick. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what's gonna have to happen, but I'm gonna have to get like an ND filter. Hapax deep dive next time. Oh baby, I don't know if I'm ready for it. Trust me, when I'm ready for the deep dive, we're gonna go deep. Listen, stop. Somebody start clipping the weird shit I say. No, we'll definitely. This is gonna be a reoccurring character. All of this stuff. The Castle 2. I'm definitely gonna be doing more modular jams. Let's turn this back up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get all that stuff to show up real nice on screen. But okay, I think that's about all for today. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. Ian, Ed 305, Mr. Chicken. What a great name. J Rain. What? How do I say this? I was trying to pronounce who the fuck cares, but I pronounced it what cares because I'm a silly guy. Easel Cat, everybody else, thanks for hanging out. And yeah, we'll be back next time, sometime soon. Yeah. Have a good week next week, everybody. Be safe, be chill, and yeah, check you later.